Hi, welcome back to part 3 of rolling flannels. So anyway, this has been a really easy fabric to work with, this category. And from part 2, I talked about the flaws and said that there was one bolt that there was a mark on that when I was rolling it out, I actually spotted it for how long I've had this piece, but I've never really done anything with this piece beyond fold it up and put it on the shelf. And so anyway, when I was rolling this out, and I'm turning the bolt around, and now we'll see why. So I'm seeing the underside. Now I'm seeing the upper side. Because remember, on part 2, I talked about going from left to right when I'm rolling the bolt. Now I'm going to unroll the bolt. And this allows me to see the underside here and the right side, or the other side up right here. So as I'm rolling this, I'm going to look and see, okay, are there any marks along that selvage? Did I see them? Nope. So let's do it again. Any marks? Nope. Nope. Actually, I know where it is. And this one, again, nope. And I'm not trying to make you sick by looking at it. I'm just saying it was so subtle. I may have even missed it. Okay. I'm still not seeing it. Watch it be all the way on the inside with my luck. Okay. Nope. I must have passed it because it's actually folded on the inside too. So it'd be really hard to spot unless I was actually, oh, there it is. I knew it. Okay. So let's say that you're the customer. You would actually be on the other side of this counter because I would be the cutter with the fabric fold next to me. So here's the bolt, here's my selvage edges, and you would be the customer on that side normally. So this is something as the customer you'd want to look for. And here's the last one. And there it is. This would be a mark right here. This was added. This is not part of the actual yarns themselves. That would tell me 3/8 of a yard, one direction or the other has a flaw. And I remember getting this fabric, actually, now that I think about it, because of the length here. This tells me I actually went up to the flaw when I purchased this piece. And so it was actually 3/8 of a yard left of the mark. And so that's something that you can look for, but it's so small you may not notice it all the time. Fortunately, this one was a different color, and usually it is, so you can spot it, because it's not just for the customer, it's actually for the mill itself when they're getting the fabric ready to ship to the customer, rolling it off, depending on, are they shipping them a full roll, which sometimes is 200 to 250 yards, that they need to use like the forklifts to move those tubes of fabric, because they're usually on a tube rolled that way, and they are heavy. And then they'll move them into a machine that will actually roll off yardage that they've determined should be their selling yardage, whether it's 15, 20, or 25 yards, depending. Each company has its own settings based on the customers that they serve. And sometimes they offer more than one length of fabric rolled onto a bolt to sell. So anyway, hopefully that'll help you. Thank you very much if you listened to all of this, and I look forward to you in the next one. Feel free to subscribe, and have a great day.